All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another session of after school programming for Girls in the Game. I hope everyone's doing well. I know Coach Mathy's doing well. It's not as warm as it was yesterday, but we're going to have fun with this 30-minute session we have together. So I just want to welcome everybody. And I also want for our participants who are joining this session to text their name and school to this phone number, and I can also leave it in the chat so we can always refer back to it. So if you can text your name and the school you go to 312-869-2729. Let me repeat that. 312-869-2729. Okay? So we're just using that for attendance purposes, making sure who's attending our session so we can count that on our end of Girls in the Game. Okay? And then, so there's that. And then we'll just go over the 5-finger contract again. Like most times we do at programming, we always go over the 5-finger contract. Just some rules to follow and make sure we are following at home so we can have the best programming, even though it's virtually for the 30 minutes we have together. So we are going to start off with safety. So the pinky means safe. It means safety. And what that means for us for the 30 minutes we're together is that we're going to do, make sure we don't write our names or schools in the chat. So for like safety purposes, we won't write that on the chat, but you can text it to the number I said earlier for you to take your attendance. And then we have commitment. So how we're going to be committed in the 30 minutes we're together. We're going to make sure we are committed to doing every activity that the coaches present, in this case, because I'm going today. So making a commitment to do the activities that I present to you guys today. And then we are doing respect. So being respectful of one another, no mean comments or anything of that nature. Making sure we're respectful and following along and making sure we're engaged. And then there's teamwork. So I said this before on the last live, but teamwork makes the dream work. So that's what we're going to focus on, teamwork, and then just to have fun. So making sure we're having fun. I know virtually it might be difficult to be interactive because I can't see you guys, but you guys can see me, and then we can make the best of it in those 30 minutes we have together. I can write on the chat here the number you're supposed to text just in case new participants come. But they can have this number. Yes, 2729. Okay, so I'll just have this number on here if you guys want to text your name and your schools. As you join, you can text your name and your school to that number. 312-869, I'm making sure I wrote it right, 869-2729. Okay, so after we went over the 5-finger contract, we're here to have fun, right? I'm just going to give you a little agenda of what to expect for this 30 minutes we have together. We're going to do, last session we did kickboxing, which is considered movement. So we're not going to continue kickboxing, but we're going to do the Human Bop, which is part of, a little quick physical warm-up before we start on a greenie activity about being you and trying to fit in and being in a different environment and how that would look like. So we shall get started with the Human Bop. And then if I'm looking to the side, it's because Coach has her notes. Okay. We can't play music for copyright reasons, but that should be fine. So we're going to stand up, put my chair to the side. Okay. So, hopefully you guys see me well. We're going to do the Human Bop. So I remember when I was a kid, which is not too long ago, kind of. There was this game where you would have, it was like a little, I don't even know what it's called, but you would like hold it and it had different tasks for you to do. And it would say like spin or like kick it, pull it, bop it. I think bop it was like hitting it. So it was just fun, and it was like really it was really fast, so you'd have to follow along. But for this virtual purpose, I'll show you the moves to the Human Bop. So we're gonna start off with kick it. So what you'll do, you just kick straight ahead. And then you'll do twist it, which is you just keep your feet on the ground and you'll just twist your body side to side, like twist it, and then spin it. So we just spin really fast, and then that'd be spin it. And make sure you have room so you don't have to hit nobody. And if you're bringing a sibling along, making sure you don't hit anybody. So there's twist it, and then pull it. You would just bring your hands up, bring them up, and then pull it. And then that's pull it, and then bop it is just jump. So it's kick it, twist it, spin it, pull it, and then bop it. Okay? So let's do it one more time. We're doing kick it, twist it, spin it, pull it, and then bop it. Okay. So everyone at home that's following along, you can just remember those moves, and then I'll go really fast, just like how the real game is when you have a little machine and you're doing all these stuff. That's how I'm just going to go fast, and then you guys can follow along at home. So if I say pull it, spin it, pull it, bop it, twist it. Oh, spin it like this. Spin it, and then kick. Okay, so if I say kick it, what are you guys going to be doing at home? So I'll just go really fast. So kick it, twist it, bop it, pull it, spin it, twist it, and kick it. Hopefully that wasn't too fast for everyone watching at home. I can do one too. So it's bop it, twist it, pull it, kick it, bop it, twist it, spin it, pull it, and kick it. Coach keeps looking to the notes like I'm cheating. Okay, but that was part of Human Bop. And I think that's kind of fun to do with like siblings at home. I don't even know if they sell that toy anymore in the stores, but you can show it with your siblings or just to pass time. I think it's pretty fun. And you get moving. So, yes. Should we do one more? Maybe in the end we can do a quick one when we're wrapping up with the activities. But that's considered the human. Okay. Human. Okay. So, hopefully we had fun with that. I really like it. I like playing it when we're at our programming with our girls. I think it's pretty fun. So, okay, and it's better when there's music, but for the purposes we can't do with music. Okay, so the next activity is Greenie. I had to print it out because my drawings are not that good. But everyone, this is Greenie. So the purpose of this activity is it's under friends and teammates, and it's talking about how when we enter new environments, one that we're not familiar with, it's hard to try to fit in and feel like an outcast, feeling like you don't belong. So for the purpose of this activity, we're going to talk about what we can do to make others feel more welcome and how we can do our part in making sure others feel welcome and feeling like they're not, like, making sure we don't hurt their feelings in the process of trying to welcome them, instead of being like, oh, we don't know them. It's easier to make assumptions, right? But that's not good, right, guys? So I was a new kid in elementary school, and I remember feeling a little bit left out because mostly everyone in school, in the middle of the school year, everyone already knows each other. So it's kind of hard to feel like everyone knows each other, everyone has their groups, and then when you're coming in as a new kid, it might be kind of hard to like fit in, and then it might be also like kind of hard to introduce yourself because you're scared what others might think of you, right? So for this activity, we're going to do Greenie. So we're going to pretend Greenie is a new is a new student at your school. Hello. Well, is a new person joining our after-school program. Hello, I'm Greenie. So what we're going to do is, it's easy to make assumptions about Greenie, right? So the purpose of this activity is to see how what we say can hurt other people's feelings, right? Being verbally mean it hurts as much as being like physically hurting somebody, right? So in regular after-school programming, Greenie would be a lot bigger, and he would we would pass him around. And I'm saying he, but he could be he, she. I didn't put it to specify. And we would pass it around, and we would say mean things to Greenie to see how Greenie would look like afterwards, right? So because that coach is just by herself, I will go ahead and just do the activity. So we would rip pieces of Greenie, and that would show like scars and pain that Greenie would go through. So I guess coach doesn't have to be mean to Greenie. I don't like being mean. Okay, so we would say something like, so Greenie, one last look at Greenie. We would say, oh, Greenie, we don't want you to be with us. So we would rip Greenie. Oh, what is Greenie's hand? Or we would say, Greenie, your hair is messy. So we would take out Greenie. So every girl would get a piece of Greenie. So then we would say, right? Greenie, we don't want you to play with us because you're different. Right? So you would, I'm trying not to aggressively rip Greenie. And then we can say, Greenie, we don't like the shoes you're wearing. So then another piece of Greenie. Okay, and then we'll say, oh, we have to put Greenie back together and I don't know how it's going. Or we can say, Greenie, we just don't want you to be our friend. So we don't want you to be our friend. So we would just rip Greenie up. Right? So you think as we put Greenie back together, he's gonna look the same? No, this is to show that like words can be just as painful as like physically bullying somebody. It's never a good feeling. Do you think if we put Greenie back together, he was gonna look the same? We can try. Actually, coach can try because I have tape. So if saying we did that to Greenie, he's new at our school and after school program, and we don't welcome him. Instead, we're like, Greenie, we don't want you here, or Greenie, you're, whatever, X, Y, and Z. His feelings are going to be hurt. So if we decide to put Greenie back together, which we're going to try, put Greenie back together. You think he's going to look the same, you guys, after we have all said all these mean things to him for trying to join, he, she, we don't, no specific gender. We're just naming Greenie as Greenie. Do you guys think he'll look the same? Probably not. This activity, I think after school program, some of my sites have already done this, but it's just a good reminder to see Greenie, just to keep in mind that everyone is different and that doesn't mean we have to be mean to others, right? Because I remember when I was starting off in a new school, I didn't want to be told mean things right away when they didn't even know me, right? So, Greenie's coming together, you guys. Oh, kinda-ish. Okay. So as we're putting Greenie, it's just some things to think about when we're meeting new people, right? It's easy to make assumptions when we don't know somebody, but it's better to take the time to know somebody, right? Okay, let's put them back together. I think coach got it. Okay. Oh, okay. Do you guys want to see how my Greenie turned out? Okay. Oh. Okay, so that's how, oh God, his Greenie's arm is gonna fall off. Okay, so this is how Greenie looks now. And the ribs are supposed to represent the scars and pain that, we said mean things to Greenie without even getting the chance to know, to know Greenie. So do you think it would have been different? Greenie would still look like this if we were saying nice things at first instead of mean things? They wouldn't have any pains and scars, right? So even though we can apologize, right? So in this activity, all the girls would be like, sorry, Greenie, for being mean. We would apologize. And even though we're apologizing, that may help. And I think, when we do something wrong, it's definitely, we should apologize, right? We acknowledge that. But it won't ease the hurt. Like, Greenie's all sad and hurt now. So apologizing, yes, we can, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will erase the hurt, right? That they've experienced, because now they have scars and they don't look the same when they first came, right, to our after school program. So if we were together, the second part of this activity would be going around, and instead of ripping pieces of Greenie out and saying mean things, we would actually say positive things. So instead of saying those hurtful things I said to Greenie, I would say, Greenie, first, sorry, apologizing. Girls in the Game is fun. You'll have fun with us. I think you're kind, you're sweet, and I'm sure when we get to know each other, we'll be really good friends, right? So everyone at home, make sure we say something nice to Greenie, right? So Greenie is like falling apart. So let's try that. So once we say nice things, hopefully we won't. When we say nice things to people that we don't know everyone's going through, and when we are expressing, our kindness and welcome, we're all capable of being kind and welcoming. We help each other out. We make each other better. So we don't want Greenie to have all these scars because of us, right? Of us, what we say to Greenie and stuff. We would want Greenie to come to a new school and feel welcome, and making sure that there's nothing mean said to him for being the new kid, because I know what it's like to be the new kid, and it's important that we create like a safe environment, and it's fun, right? We're all here to get to know each other, and I'm sure, and when we're in after school programming, well, when I'm coaching, we root for each other, we support each other, we empower one another. So it's important we don't make assumptions, even though it's most often easier to make assumptions than taking the time to get to know someone. But who knows? When we get to know people, we figure out we have more similarities than we have differences. So I think we just need to be careful with the words we pick with our friends. And then, yeah, I think we should always be mindful of what we say, because being verbally mean, like saying stuff mean, is just the same as if someone was getting bullied physically, the pain is just the same. So it's important to be respectful to our friends and our teammates, and not even just them, like our family too, like including our families to our activities and everything. So it's important to be respectful and inclusive. So making sure we include everyone into our activities. So I think Greenie, I should probably save Greenie, because Greenie is all ripped up now. And then at home, we can even do these with our siblings too. We can draw a picture of Greenie, and we can all include them, and we can hopefully, be supportive of one another, help each other out. So that was the activity on friends and family. Hopefully I didn't just speed through it. And then also, if people are tuning in now, I had left a number where you can text your name and your school to, so we can make sure we have attendance purposes. So since we have some time left, we still have about 10 minutes left, we can do another quick activity of the Human Bop It, and then Greenie can join. Well, bop it, spin it, twist it. Okay, we can do a quick game of Human Bop It. Okay. So hopefully you guys like that activity. If we see each other again, if we ever reunite again for programming, we can always do this activity of Greenie, and how important it is to be respectful and inclusive of one another, because we don't want people to look like Greenie all scarred, like all those cuts. Let me zoom out. All right. So do you guys remember the Human Bop It, the different types of dances, movements we did? All right, so if I did kick it, what did that look like at home? If I did spin it, what does that look like at home? Excuse me. If I did bop it and pull it, what does that look like at home? So you ready, guys? Make sure we have space around us, because we don't want to kick anybody. So making sure there's space around us. Okay? So we're going to do kick it. What does that look like? Kick it. We're going to do twist it, spin it, pull it, and bop it. All right. I'm going to go really fast, guys. Let's see if you guys can keep up. So if I say pull it, spin it, bop it, kick it, bop it, spin it, twist it, bop it, pull it, twist it, and kick it. Awesome. If there's anybody from any schools you want to comment on the comment section to see how, if you guys are having fun, that would work, and that'd be fun too, to be interactive. Okay, let's do one more of these. So we're gonna do kick it, twist it, pull it, bop it, spin it, pull it, bop it, kick it, twist it, pull it, kick it, and bop it. Yay! Okay, hopefully that was fun. The human bop it. Okay. So, hopefully you guys are still seeing me and nothing's being cut. Okay. So I just wanted to go over a few things about what to expect this upcoming week. So that was the Human Bop again. You can teach others. It's fun. Tomorrow, Coach Tierney, again, shout out Coach Tierney. She goes up next, and she will be doing smart eating. And that will also be the same time as today. So at 2. She'll be at 2 to 2:30. And then and she'll be teaching about smart eating, which is fun. Also, if you prefer joining up to our live stream, you can also text your name and your school to 312-869-2729. Right after this, we're gonna do Google Hangouts. So last week we did kickboxing, and right after that we did it on Zoom. Like it's a more personal check-in. You can talk about what you would want to ask the coach, because right now I can't see you guys, but you can definitely ask me when we do Google Hangouts. So in the email I sent out to parents, so hopefully everyone got those, I sent a URL link. So you would just copy and paste that into the search bar, and then that should lead you to the Google Hangouts we're going to do afterwards. And we're going to talk about family trees. So hopefully that's something you guys are interested in, and maybe just getting to talk more and like see how you're doing. And this time we're at home. And yeah, so just a little quick reminders about what we did. We did kickboxing last Monday, and it's about to move our body, get our energy flowing. And then the Human Bop, it is also, it's really funny when we're all together and we're all in a big group, and it's easy to, I don't know, see each other and like root for each other and support one another. It's kind of hard when I can't see you guys, but it's just as fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Remember, you can show your siblings, your friend. Oh, I'm not sure you're seeing your friends, but you can invite everyone, and then you know the moves, so you can teach family and friends that. And then we can also, and then the greenie activity, which is about being welcoming to our new friends. You know, remember, it's being verbally mean is just the same as being physically mean. So we got to make sure we're not hurting anyone, we're not bullying anyone physically, emotionally, because once we do that, we kind of leave scars on them. So make sure, like I said earlier, make sure we don't make assumptions, and we get the time to know one another and get to know our differences and our similarities as well, and just getting to know one another. And I think that's really important. So we can make big, like, long-lasting friends as well. So we can do that. Remember, apologizing is important. And although apologizing for our words that we said that were hurtful, it might not ease the hurt. You know, they're still, you know, the scars are still in them, and the pain is still there, and it doesn't go away just because you're apologizing. Although it's important to apologize for actions. So keeping that in mind. So next time Greenie won't look like that no more. Right? Okay. Well, I went faster than I thought on the greenie activity, but that's okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our interaction together. Making sure everyone is staying safe at home, making sure we're washing our hands, making sure we're staying home, not trying to go out as much as possible. I hope everyone had a great Easter or Passover or whatever it's being celebrated or not. Just hopefully we had a great weekend. And yeah, so make sure right after this, I'll be there right after this. We're gonna do Google Hangouts. So if you want to talk to me and we can talk more about the greenie activity and what you thought about it, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, whether feedback is important. We can talk about that. We can do maybe a Human Bop game with just us interactive, and that might be better. Remember tomorrow, Coach Tierney tomorrow at 2 the same time. She also sends emails out to parents, so you can just click on the link, and then I think that would be it. And then again, text name and school to the number, and then right after this we can do Google Hangouts. So yes, hopefully everyone had a great time with me. I will be here again next Monday. So I'll be leading live sessions on Mondays, my time at 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, even though it was 30 minutes. Hopefully we had some interaction and we had fun. And hopefully we see you again next Monday. All right, guys, I'll see you guys right now in the Google Hangouts. Everyone have a good rest of the week. I think it's supposed to be cold, but have a great rest of the week. Thank you, guys. Bye.